To world, I am Darlene. How is everyone today, or to this evening on a Sunday evening? I am very well, thank you. Well, we're here to do some readings for those of you who would like one tonight. I've got 2 slots for free ones, and let me pull myself up here on my device and wait for you guys to show up. There we go. Perfect. Hey TJ, I'm very well, thank you. I'm trying to already pace myself with my voice tonight. Excuse me. Make it a quick one, TJ, because you know I'm here for new subscribers for the free ones. Make it a quick one. Because we talked about this, I think, last week. Go ahead and type in your question, sweetheart, and I won't count you as my 2. I'll count you as a faithful subscriber reading. Oops, I'm about to knock my whole setup off there. Goodness, I didn't mean to do that. So TJ, are you, there you go, okay. Okay. Ooh, let me see here. Okay. What deck for TJ? What deck? This one? Okay. Wait 1 second. Okay. Whoops, there it is. You just couldn't find it. Cindy, are you a new subscriber and have never had a reading for me? If that is the case, then yes. Thank you, Ants. Okay, Cindy, hold your question, honey, till I get to you. I'm putting you down, and I've got 1 more slot for a free reading. Hey, Paul. Have you ever had a reading from me, Cindy? A free one, because, you know, I kind of count those. I like to give the free readings to brand new people just so they can sort of get a feel for me and that sort of thing. That's why I make that stipulation. Oh, thank you, Mr. F. It's got a lot of static electricity in it, but I just felt like wearing it down, and it's doing its own thing tonight, whatever it's doing there, but thank you. It's actually gotten quite long. I don't know if you can see how long it is. Can you see how long it is in the back? I think I'm gonna have a couple of inches cut off of it this week. I'm kind of ready. Hey, Daniel. Paul, it just means if you want a free, I've got 1 slot left for a free reading. So you just have to say, I want a reading, and then after that, for anybody else who wants a reading, then it's $5 in the super chat. Now, what I like to do is people who have never had a reading with me, new subscribers who've never had a reading with me. I've already talked to TJ, so she's first, but I've got 1 more slot for a free reading, and then after that it would be super chats. Okay, you're welcome. You're in. That means you do want a reading, Paul? Okay, and I'll tell you what I'm going to have to do here, because I can tell already my eyes are tired tonight, so I need those on. I am in Alabama. My name is Darlene, for anyone who came late, and I'm in Alabama. Did I miss somebody else had a... Let me just check. The chat goes so fast. I'm trying to book the readings before I start reading, you guys. Mr. F, thank you. I just now see your super chat. Thank you so much. All right. So free readings of fall, and Mr. F wants a super chat. Okay. You're so sweet. Thank you. No feet pics tonight, JC. Sorry to disappoint. Hey, Sama. Daniel, you're too late for a free slot, but I've got a couple of slots left for super chats if you'd like that. And by the way, I did, oh wait, no I didn't, hang on, started to tell y'all to look at the comment that's pinned in the chat, but I haven't done it yet, so wait one second. Here we go, let me get that up there for you guys. Okay, now then, so for anybody who wants a personal reading, not here on the YouTube platform, my contact info is in the top in the other information about super chats and so forth. So there you go. JC, no, I'm not married. And before everybody else asks, I'm 74 years old. So, because I always get that, I don't know why, but I always get asked that. Yep, older than dirt, as my kids say. Okay, one second here, and I haven't had a moderator show up, so this is going to be tricky. I'm hoping one of my moderators will show up tonight. So, one second here. So I got Paul and then Mr. F. Okay, I got one more slide at least for a super chat, and then we will get on to it. Thank you, Mr. F. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. I need new lenses in them. I know y'all get tired of me hearing me say that every week, but I just hadn't got around to it. It's just an old lady. That's right, Joe. What of it? You'll be old one day too. You better hope you get to be my age. Oh, JC, very kind. Oh, I've earned every one of these gray hairs, I'm telling you. Hey, Haley, what are you up to tonight? You got your kitty cat in your lap tonight? Thank you, Guzman. I think people ask me, I really believe, because I've been a meditator, been meditating for over 35 years, and I really think that makes a difference in your overall everything, frankly. So, thank you, JC. I appreciate you keeping everybody straight. Thank you. She's not there with you now, Haley. Well, much love to you in Pakistan. Junaid, did I say that correctly? Well, it happens, doesn't it, Mr. F? I mean, we don't really have control of the genetics part, do we? It's funny. Ramil says, I'm in Maryland, I'll walk to you. No, thank you. I'm happily single for the moment. Yes, that is a Dolly Parton accent, but it's all mine. Haley, I'm doing very well. A little on the tired side because I stayed out too late last night. I went with some friends of mine to, our symphony has an event. Well, they have many events, but they had this one in particular that's at our convention center, and they have a huge Star Wars, a huge movie screen. And last night was a Star Wars movie on the big screen, and then the symphony was playing below them on the stage, and it was so much fun. And anyway, and then after that we went out and had a couple drinks, and it was just a late night. I think I got in bed about 3 in the morning, so I'm dragging today. Mr. F, thank you so much, but it's by choice right now. I'm just gonna say, yeah, thank you, TJ. Yes, I love them too. Usually my season tickets are to the classical music. You have choices about when you book your tickets, but last night actually was more fun, I thought. I am in Alabama, USA. Ooh, Lord, I can't eat that spicy stuff, Haley. I don't know who you're answering, JC, but I think I need to say thank you. I didn't follow that, but I do need a mod right now. I know it, and they're all over the world in different time zones, and I really only have one or two that's here in the U.S., and they're not here yet tonight. Maybe they'll show up. Well, thank you, Nick. I appreciate your vote of confidence. Well, Nick, have you moderated before? Eagles going to the Super Bowl. I did not know that. Haley, now I've already gotten the free readings have been spoken for tonight. And I think that happened in the first, I don't know, minute and a half. JC, okay. Are you serious, Nick? You want to moderate tonight? Sub 4, the free readings are gone for the evening. I have 1 or 2 super chat slots open though. Haley, I appreciate you so much, but you have to be 18, I'm pretty sure. Well, at least on, because when I do this content, you have to check a box that says, no, this is not made for kids, and YouTube considers anybody under 18 a kid. Oh my gosh, Adam, thank you so very much. I love that. Thank you. You just don't know what that means to me. Adam says, I love your channel. Your positivity is always appreciated. Thank you so very much. I work hard at that. And not to say that I'm not normal and I don't have my down days, but I do try to, I shoot for that. Thank you so much. Hey, Nat. Welcome. Hey. Thank you for your subscription. Thank you. Paul, you get any of these readings, whether they're the free ones or the super chat readings, you basically just ask one question. It can be about relationship or career or basically anything. And I am an intuitive, so for those of you who are here already, I was doing readings for, I don't know, 30 plus years before I ever picked up a tarot card. So sometimes I'll get messages for you before I even pick up the tarot cards, but if not, or well, even if I do, sometimes I will pull tarot cards for you. So, Kenny says you should, see, I'm going to put these back on when I read this. I don't need them for the cards, I need them to communicate with you guys. And we are going to start. I'm going to get started doing your readings here. So thank you guys that are waiting patiently. You know I like to greet everybody for a minute. Oh, thank you, Kenny. Thank you for the heads up. I did not, you know, you can see how fast it's going, and I'm trying to talk to people. So thanks for that heads up. Thank you. Appreciate that. So that's a no. No, actually, Kentrell, I was not a wild child. I was married when I was 17 years old and being responsible all my life. I'm sure that's in there somewhere, but... Carson, I'm about to do some intuitive readings for people. Hey, Theory 100, thank you for joining us again tonight. And hey, BF in New York City. And Mildred, you're here tonight. I haven't seen you in a minute. It's so lovely. Mildred was, I was going to say, one of my first, if not on the first live, I was going to say, but one of my first subs on my lives when I very first started. She's a sweetheart. I could talk to Hitler if I wanted to, but who would want to do that? Yes, true facts. I do believe that God is real. Thank you, Theory. Appreciate that. Okay, Haley, see you later. I am doing well. Thank you, Zara. And welcome from Sioux Falls. I bet it's cold there. Well, Kentrell, I've got some history. You're right. I do have some history, as old as I am. You can't live this long and not have some stories to tell. Bye-bye, Haley. Mr. F, you're so funny. Says, I want to sub, but my wife would get jealous if she'd say, well, just ask her to come on. It'll be a date night or something, right? Saeed. Okay. Welcome, Saeed. Well, welcome Latin American official from a very, very, very cold Chicago. Brr. And from Europe, welcome, Ruby. Thank you for joining us. It's late there, isn't it? Hello, Mariah and Nancy. Mariah is a Scorpio also. Fist bump for that, yes. We got to hold it up. We got to hold it up strong, Mariah. People wanting to be trash and Scorpio. Y'all just don't know us, that's all. Oh, Kentrell, thank you. My name is Darlene, D-A-R-L-E-N-E. Mariah, am I saying it different? Is it the drawl? You know that we have an unofficial rule here in the South. You're not really, I made this up, I'm just telling you. You're not really considered Southern unless you can make a 4-letter word sound like 12 syllables, so. Okay, guys, that's enough of my silly humor tonight. All right, I'm going to get started. TJ, let me go. I got to go, if I can go all the way back up here. Will you just post your question for me, please, honey? I feel like you're still here. Thank you, Johnny on the spot. Love that. Siddhartha's current feelings. All right, we're going to do TJ's reading here. Siddhartha's current feelings for TJ, please. Well, goodness. Okay. Cutting out what doesn't serve. Honesty. This is, I don't know. Let's see what else comes out here. Being strong about what? Ooh, a commitment. All right, let me see. My accent. Thank you, Arnie. Yes, I'm very Southern, my accent. Ben, my day has been lovely. I've been taking it easy and recuperating after a fun late night out last night. No? Okay. So for those of you just tuning in, the free readings are already spoken for. I have 1 or 2 slots for Super Chats open if y'all are interested in that. Info's at the top of the chat. Kentrell, I answered that already. I am 74 years old. Now, this is my only platform unless you want to go to my website, but, whoa, that was interesting. This is all I can manage, all I want to manage. I could if I wanted to, but this is enough on my plate. Thank you very much. I've already retired several times. And yet here I am. TJ, let's see. When will we change? Says, I also read cards. They told me all card readers are skimmers. Well, you can believe what you want to believe, but I happen to know that's not true. In my world, that's certainly not true. Are there bad apples in every profession? Yes, absolutely. The problem is, in my humble opinion, before I get into your reading, TJ. Thank you, Mr. F. I think I missed something there. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Mildred. I appreciate that. Y'all keep it clean over there. This is a clean channel, all right? We don't talk, we don't badmouth, we don't do sexual innuendo here, and we don't do politics or religion. That's the rules on my channel. You don't like that, please go watch somebody else. But that's the rules over here, and I will block you. Anyway, what in the world was I talking about before I got sidetracked? See, that's why I can't watch the chat. I started to tell y'all something I don't know now. Y'all are funny. Let me just come down here and read TJ's. Oh, no, I was going to talk about tarot. That is important. I think the problem with many people who don't believe in tarot is a couple of things. So this is for everybody listening. So listen up. Pull to the edge of your seat. This is important for everybody listening. Now, this is my opinion. Take it or leave it. However, I happen to think I'm right about this. People come to tarot readings because they want guidance or they want answers. Now, tarot is just a tool. You, meaning the reader, is where the information is coming through. To and through. Tarot is just a tool. It's just like tea leaves or a crystal ball or coffee grinds. I don't know what else, what other things you've heard of. But this is just a tool. The real intuition is what you have to bring as a reader to the situation. Now, that being said, we are simply picking up on potentials out in the quantum field. What is the most likely potential given the circumstances at this particular moment? And so a person will come, say, to YouTube and they'll look at 15 different tarot readings and they'll all be different and they'll think, oh, it's just a bunch of hooey. That's because that reader is picking up on a potential at that particular moment when they're doing the reading. Potentials change based on everybody's free will, the frequency that they're emanating, their own law of attraction, their own conscious awareness, the frequency they're vibrating at, and therefore timelines. Their beliefs about things your beliefs about things can collapse timelines if you understand about the law of attraction. So that's why on the surface it seems like, oh, they're all nuts because they don't know what they're doing. So I'm telling you, I'm just here picking a potential out of the quantum field that you've put in there, just a potential that your circumstances, you and your person or whatever's going on, have put out there in the quantum field. And I'm just sort of reading that potential. 5 minutes from now, you could do something or make a call or make a decision that could change that potential. So now that we've had that talk, let me get over here to TJ. Well, you know what? When we will change, they probably do. And that's your narrow mind to think that they don't. We all do. Every human being on this planet receives information. So, what's your point? It's not my problem if you don't know how to, you choose to ignore it. Hey, Richard. You're late tonight, or do you mean you're late for, yeah, the free readings are gone already. Thank you, Wilfredo. And you won't hear, I don't know if I've ever heard another tarot reader explain it like that, but my background is quite different than probably most of them, because I studied with an Eastern master, shaman, and he taught me a lot about energy and that kind of thing. So I've had a little from this path and a little from that path, and I've just kind of put that all together, and now here I am picking up tarot cards, and you know, so you can't lose sight of those things. This is just an overview of a potential. That's all it is. But anyway. Well, maybe. Hey, Kanaga. Kanaga, let me do TJ's readings, and then maybe I'll get you to post that question, because I've waited. I mean, she's waited long enough. So let me get back to this, to her reading, and I might get you to post that later. TJ, we're asking about your person. Now, you know, TJ, I know I've read for you before, but I don't remember from one to, I rarely remember a reading because I kind of wash it and they all blend together after a while, and I'm just kind of flowing with the energy. I don't hold on to it. So just so you know that, if I'm repeating myself or well, but again, it doesn't matter because the situation can change. So the Queen of Swords, I'm feeling like is more you. Maybe this is your person looking at you thinking, you know, maybe you're either wanting a truth or they know they need to bring you a truth about something. But it is, as I said when I first pulled the card, this is about wanting the truth, being willing to cut out things that no longer serve you. And then we've got the Empress, which is fertility. Doesn't necessarily mean physical pregnancy. Fertility, creativity, nurturing, patience, balancing of energies. So all of that's very positive. And then we get to the middle of the reading. So I think this is saying this is how your person sees you. Your person sees you as someone who's very honest. They love all the qualities I talked about here with the Empress. They could also be saying that they think you are a person who strives for balance and harmony. However, the Knight of Wands, especially in the reverse, is something that's in and out, in and out. It's not dependable. It's something that can even be, the Knight of Wands can be reckless, especially when it's in the reverse. It's just not something that you can depend on. And now we come to the Two of Cups in the reverse, which to me is a breakup. So right now, this is telling me your person feels like you guys are either not talking or maybe you're talking a little bit. Hey, Wilfredo, am I saying that right? Thank you so much for the super chat. Let me put you down, and hopefully I didn't, y'all that are here, help me keep track. If I miss somebody, please help me know who's here and all that. For anyone who's hanging out tonight, thank you. Because I actually missed one the other night. I didn't mean to. I mean, I did it eventually, but. So, and then we've got the Two of Swords in the reverse. To me, this is somebody who's been in indecision and either in deadlock and can't make their mind up, or it could be the opposite. I'm tired of this sitting here, not being able to make my mind up. Now I have made my mind up, but here's the clincher. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse is no movement here. So your person may be thinking, gee, you're beautiful, you're honest, I just, you know, but you may be cutting things out. And I want to have balance with you. I want to harmonize things with you, but I don't know if I can do this in and out stuff. And so maybe your person is this. I don't have that card, but this kind of feels like somebody who doesn't want to commit. I'll just say it. I'll just say it. You know, I think your person is feeling to me. No. Let me start over. Your person is feeling to me like they're thinking, I'm not sure I can do this. I'm not sure if I can be the person that TJ wants me to be, because I know, one second, y'all. Excuse me 1 second. Let me do this. Thank you there. I just think maybe your person has been on the fence and in indecision so long, and they've done nothing for so long. Now, this could be talking about you, because we asked how he felt about you, TJ. So you're going to know your situation. I don't know your situation. However, it just could be saying, oh, wait. Oh, Kaden. Hey, Kaden, how in the world are you? Good to see you again. Let me put you down for the super chat, too. Thank you very much. For those of you tuning in late, the free readings slots are spoken for, and actually probably need to cut it off now with the super chats. So the reading slots are full. Let me get through all of this. Caden, you're last, and I'm just starting out with TJ, so you would be number 6. TJ, I'm not done here. This is harder because I don't have a moderator tonight, so y'all forgive me for skipping around. It's just, I'm doing the best I can here. He could have been withholding a truth from you, or withholding communication. So I don't know your situation if you're talking to him or not right now, but yeah, it's just got this written all over it, like I'm holding back. All these cards are in reverse. I'm holding back. I'm holding back. Eesh. Let me see what else for TJ. TJ, is this resonating? And do you know who's who here in this story? What else for TJ, please? Hey, Chill. Happy Sunday to you. How are you today, my friend? You had a good weekend? And back to you. What else for TJ, please, about her person? Okay, thank you, TJ. And you know, you've been here enough. You've heard me say sometimes tarot gives me the backstory before it gives me the answer to my question. That's why I ask you if it's resonating, and you could say, yeah, that would happen last week or what, then I know that's the backstory, not what's happening currently. I know. Well, Chill, we don't know. One day at a time, right? We just don't know. I'm glad you survived, though. I went out with friends last night. I was just saying to everybody else earlier, and had a great time, but I stayed out too late, and I'm paying for it today. All right, that deck just doesn't want to talk to me anymore, TJ. Let's see what this one has to say. Show me what TJ's person's feelings are, please, toward TJ. Ooh, all right, trying to heal from a broken heart. Did you kick him out? TJ? That's a broken heart. But it's in the reverse. And so is the Five of Pentacles here, which is being abandoned, kicked out in the cold. And they're both in reverse, which means this has already happened and trying to heal from it. So your person's trying to heal. And I feel like this energy feels to me like just somebody's holding back. He's probably still healing, holding back, maybe making a strategy, but I don't see action cards yet. Yeah, what did I just say? Healing. The star is a card of healing and hoping and wishing, healing, trying to move on from choppy waters to calm waters. Manifesting, trying to come out of this mental gerbil wheel that he's on, but still holding back communication after some, I don't know what happened here, some tower moment. Y'all had a fight or a conversation or a breakup or something, but yeah. He's just sitting over there. He's sitting in his stew, so to speak, TJ. He's just sitting there in his stew. You know, sadly, the only cups that I have here really is this Two of Cups in reverse. Now, that doesn't mean you don't care about somebody, but it can mean a breakup. I mean, I don't have any cards that indicate like he's going to come rushing and talk to you about anything. I just don't. Anything else for TJ? Okay. Well, geez. Okay. Well, you might. I mean, again, this is not a strong card for me of communication as a reader, but an Ace of Wands is a passionate new beginning. Now we have the Two of Cups in the upright, followed by the Hermit. So this could be saying, and the Wheel, which is good fortune. Yep. And I got two cards here, followed by the High Priestess and the Six of Cups. Yeah, this is like somebody saying, but what I really want to do, TJ, I really want to come to you and be passionate and kind of kiss and make up if you get my drift, because I do care about you. But I'm still sitting over here in my feelings. I'm in the cave. I'm the hermit. I'm thinking about trying to get inspiration about what to do, how to change this around in my favor. But I'm still quiet. I'm still sitting here in the quiet. The priestess doesn't talk. The high priestess doesn't talk. Listening to her intuition, but thinking about you, thinking about the good times. This is reminiscing. So there are feelings there. I'm glad those cards came out for you. There are feelings there, but I feel like and this is also the divine balancing, trying to have achieve harmony in not just your relationship, but energy in general. So I think this is just a timeout, just sitting there, you know, like I said, in his pot stewing, trying to assess maybe his next move, but right now there is none, and I think you just, that's where it is. That's where it is, TJ. That's what I got for you. Wait 1 second here. Here we go. Oh, I just saw your comment, Mr. F. And Varsha was here. I didn't see. Y'all, I missed a lot of communication. Sorry, guys. Oh, Kanaga says, many Iranian friends have subscribed to your channel and their number is increasing. Kanaga, thank you so much. I assume that's all coming from you because you have recommended me. Well, I wish you many blessings, and I'm so very grateful. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Passing the word. It's no contact. Now I just now see your comment, TJ, and that's what it felt to me like. Yeah. One second, y'all. Excuse me. Time out here. Okay, guys, if you're posting your questions in the chat, the free, actually all the reading slots are full for tonight. So thank you for being here, and please check back. If you are subscribed and have hit the notification bell, you get notified next time I come on, and hopefully if you get there early, you can get a free reading. TJ says, I think it's divine timing and going through healing. Yes, that is another meaning of that temperance card, is divine timing. It's the divine trying to harmonize and all in good. Another meaning is patience. That's what that card means, patience. So, Mr. F, where did you go? Mr. F, are you still here? I hope so. You've asked for a reading. Okay, good. And yes, I'm going to add, wait 1 second. Okay, Mr. F, if you will make another comment, just say, hey, I'm here again. You should see a little blue wrench by your name. Y'all, excuse me, time out while we take care of a little business here, because you know, I got some trolls in here tonight, and I sure would love to have some help with the moderation, and Mr. F has volunteered. Now, what are you doing? Are you sitting over there doing push-ups, Mr. F? Come on. I got readings to do. Where are you? Oh, thank you, Mildred. I have a whole set of these pottery mugs, and they're different colors. Like this one's kind of green and blue, and then I've got blue ones and red ones. The bottoms are all the same, but the glazing around the top. And I absolutely love them. I got these and some kind of chili bowls and a pie plate. They were from this same potter. I bought everything they had the day that I saw them. I loved them. So I love my faves. Okay, there you go. You're here. So, Mr. F, let me just tell you real quickly while I get on, so I can get on to my readings here. You heard me say my rules. No political agenda, no religious agendas, no spamming in the chat, no, anything. Thank you, guys. Oh my gosh, greetings back to Russia. Wow. Chill, what are you saying? Is that a mistake? Are you telling me I shouldn't have made him moderator? What are you saying? Speak quickly and directly, please, Chill. Because I know you're a regular and I respect, because I can't follow the chat, but I know you do. What, are you just teasing? Here's how it works. While I go through this, Mr. F, if you're following the chat, those are my rules. And then if somebody's acting inappropriate or, spamming the chat. Oh my gosh, well, I'm glad to help you learn English. Thank you. Adia, I'm getting to my second reading in just a moment. I just had some business here I got to take care of. So, Mr. F, if somebody does something inappropriate, you just long press their name and a box will pop up. And it will say, you basically have two options. You can put them in timeout, which I usually do for 24 hours. Or if it's somebody in here spamming the chat with this obviously inappropriate, sexually inappropriate, or proselytizing, preaching in the chat about politics or religion, I block them. Now, what will happen is the box doesn't say block them. It says at the very bottom, hide user from this channel. So that's what I normally do. Okay, any questions, Mr. F? Got it? Okay, great. Perfect, and I thank you so very much. True facts. Yes, I do believe in God, most definitely. I am in Alabama, USA. All right, now I'm moving on to Cindy. Cindy, would you sound off in the chat, please, and type your question for me? And thank you guys so very much, everybody, for your patience, because it's a lot to juggle when I don't have a moderator, and that's just very helpful. And I so appreciate everybody who volunteers to help me with that. Lucas, hey, good to see you again. Virtually. I'm doing very well. Here, that is driving me crazy that it's not centered. That's better. That is a big discussion, True Facts, which I might get into at a later time, but these people are waiting on their readings. And it kind of is anyway. We're all living in the matrix, right? I mean, it's just one, this is just one dimension of many. Oh my gosh. Adia Nimat, am I saying your name correctly? Thank you for that super chat. Okay, guys, I gotta get on with it here. I'm gonna be here to midnight. I gotta get these people in. Thank y'all. Let me just put your name down here. Thank y'all so much for your generosity. Aisha, no, they were gone within a minute of me coming on here tonight, so. Yes, that's what these are. These are tarot cards here. Thank you, Mr. F. I appreciate you doing that. Thank you. Well, actually, all reading slots are full, because now I've got four super chats to do also. Thank you, Kathleen, my southern accent. So where is Cindy? Cindy, you had asked for a free reading. If you're here in the chat, please type your question, because I only do readings for people who are live here in the chat. And if you have gone, I will move on to Paul. So Cindy, if you're here, please type your question in the chat. Well, Kanali, it is your beliefs about the world. That's right. Oh, Kanal, sorry. It is your beliefs about the world. What is my favorite tarot deck? Wow, that's a hard one. It kind of changes from week to week, but you can't beat the Rider-Waite. That's the original classic one, but I do like the Light Seer deck. So I go hand in hand with both of those. Chill, absolutely correct. And of course, you know I always love talking to you. True fact. Chill is talking in the chat to a person called True Facts. That some questions, yeah, we will soon see the development of quantum computers joined with AI. And it will be an end and a new beginning. I think we'll see that. I don't know if I'll see it in my lifetime, Chill, but there's going to be a lot of AI forward stuff here in the next 5 years for sure. I don't know. I was kind of giving it a minute because, you know, sometimes people put their device down and walk off and come back, and I was just trying to give it a minute, but I'm going to move on. So, Paul, go ahead and type your question in, and if Cindy comes back, hopefully, because I know people do that. They can't or don't want to stick around. So, Paul, if you will, go ahead and type your question in for me. HNO, welcome. I think so too, Chill. I think it will. I think there is, you know, starting slow, but then the momentum will build, and I think it will go fast, yes. Paul said, okay, I'm thinking of changing career after 12 years in the same job to do something completely different. Is this a good idea? Yes, it is the deck of the Light Seer, and I have two versions. I have the smaller version, and then I have it's the same deck, just different size, and then I have the regular size. Let me show you. Oops, if I can hold it. So, yeah. So I'm asking what deck for Paul, before I get down the road here. What deck for Paul, and I think it's this one. Okay. And the actual name of the deck is the Radiant Wise, but it's based on the Radiant Rider-Waite anyway. Okay. Okay, let me come back up here to your question. Paul, I am thinking of changing career after 12 years in the same job to do something completely different. Is this a good idea? Okay, we want to ask about Paul. Tarot is very literal, so I want to be sure and word your question correctly. What is the potential outcome if Paul changes careers? How about that? Please and thank you, Tarot. What is the potential outcome? Are you thinking about a 6-month time plan for that, Paul? Yeah, I think it is going to be a big shift. HNO, I don't know how to say that. I don't want to butcher it. No, is that close? But I'm wishing you healing. I am wishing you healing. Remember, your body listens when you talk to it. So be sure and say good, positive things about your body. That you're healing, you're balancing, you're getting all the right nurturing. Just think and say positive things to your body because it is listening. Hello, Valerie. Valerie, honey, I'm sorry, but my slots for tonight are full for readings. I do appreciate you being here, and if you're subscribed, you'll get notified next time I come on, though. Maybe you can get there earlier and catch me then. About 6 months. Yeah, that's what I was feeling. Thank you. Show me, please, the potential for Paul if he changes jobs here in the next 6 months. Most likely potential, please. Well, that's very unusual, okay, to get those cards when I'm asking about career. So let me sit with this, Paul. Let's see. And I know you were here earlier, but I always like to talk about, like to inform you guys that oftentimes tarot gives me the backstory before it gives me the answer to my question. So that's why I'm trying to feel the energy of these cards before I talk about them. That could be, because it feels like that's kind of what you're feeling now. And I know you don't know what I'm talking about because you can't even see the cards. I keep forgetting. It's the Eight of Cups in reverse, which literally means somebody who's having a hard time walking away from something or wanting to come back. And in other words, in a love reading, in the upright, this is somebody walking away from spilled cups. In the reverse, it means they don't want to walk away. They want to come back. So I feel like because this is career, it just feels to me like the energy feels like you're just really second guessing this because you're afraid it might be a financially bad decision. This is in the reverse. Now, I feel like this is where you are now. I don't think this is the answer to the question. But I also feel like, and you can verify this, that where you are is feeling pretty toxic right now. And that you feel like it's holding you back from a career path that could make you very happy. Could be in a field that has something to do with some kind of communication. So if you can verify any of that for me, Paul, it would be great. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry. Thank you, Rob. Lily, if you will rewind, I did that. Thank you, Mr. F. You're so kind. I did talk about tarot and all of that, and I can't tell you exactly. I don't have a timestamp for it, but it was early on in the reading. So if you'll rewind back, because I talked about that very thing and talked about what tarot is and that it's just a tool. It's not. Anyway, so I'm going to ask you to rewind and watch the reading from the beginning. Let me see, Paul. Very close, just not communication. Okay. Well, let's see, not communication could be something that involves movement, or I guess that could literally be, although that I wouldn't usually get that from that card, like travel or, yeah, movement, some kind of, I don't know, it could be truck driver, but usually I would get like the Chariot or something with that. Well, again, I don't know if this is backstory, but if this is future, I would say stay where you are, because I think this is backstory. Holding on to your money tightly, probably, budgeting, being a little bit of a miser, and where there's conflict and competition. Or this could be saying your field you're entering into. So again, it's just not, I'm not sure if this was past or future. We asked future, but I know how it works for me here. I've done this enough. Asking you to be strong. Things might not be balanced in the beginning. Let me keep going here. Paul is saying, oh, definitely a toxic job. That exact word has been used a lot recently. Okay, yeah. So I do feel like, again, I feel like this is past energy. And Tarot's just saying, okay, this is what's going on. I get you. No, Lily, it is not. There are plenty of people that want to tell you that, and it is not. It is just a tool. It's just a tool. Here's one analogy I'll give you. Tarot is no more evil. The comparison would be, now I'm an artist, so let me do this. Okay, this is a tool that an intuitive person, a reader like me, uses. It's just a tool. I am the vessel for information. However, I'm an artist. Now, I could paint with my fingers or I could paint with this brush. This is just a tool. This is just a tool that helps me to get that art onto the canvas. So tarot is just a tool to help get information out. All right, let me stay here with Paul. Oh, yeah, Chill, that could mean that. Oh, thank you for that. Yeah, it could mean a relocation. Because I don't know if you saw, it was the Eight of Wands is what I was talking about. Chill also knows about tarot. Really up in your head, overthinking this. Ooh, okay. And then suddenly fast movement, but it could also be... this is just, I feel like all day long, this is just you. I don't feel like this is giving me the answer to my question. Because this feels, because I can feel your energy. It's not just the cards. I'm an empath. I can feel your energy. I feel this is you. Look at the picture. This is a self-imposed mental prison, and that you're just ruminating about this decision. This is a very fast, now this can be communication and movement, this card, but it's a knight rushing in on his horse, excuse me. But sometimes this can be disappointing news about something that you love or moving toward something. No, it's not though, because he's looking away from the king. Yeah. King of Cups and the Hermit. So I just feel all this is telling me, I think, and then we've got the Tower at the bottom of the deck here, that's what you're going through. Now, tarot has not, in my opinion, given me the answer to my question yet. So I tell you what, I'm going to ask, please and thank you, give me 3 cards that give me the potential future. Future, please, team. Are you talking about me, too? Elfin. They could get me some ears. I could. Okay, Spirit Team. Look, I appreciate y'all so much giving me all this information, but I'd really like a very clear answer, please, for Paul. What is in the moment, this future, potential future, if he changes jobs here? Not the backstory, please. Oh, thank you, Paul. I try to dig it. Just, you know, I wish it was all, never mind, that's me. Just missing the pointing ears. I'll try to find some. All right, please, tarot, give me 3 cards. What is the potential? Oh, well, there's 2. Oh, no, there's 3. Don't you love it? All right. Huh. Oh, well, this doesn't look good. Tarot, what are you doing to me? Can't believe the 3 of Wands is not here. Okay, Paul, let me say this. You're talking about changing careers. These cards could be talking about something that you used to do. So, for example, the Judgment card. This is an awakening, but it can also be, in other words, this is the angel Gabriel blowing the horn. These people are being raised up out of their coffin. And basically it's saying, one possibility is that you're resurrecting something. So I'm wondering if this is something that you used to do at some point in your life, and then there's a collaboration. Okay, so we're talking about a job, so that looks good. This looks very good. Collaboration. And this would have been something that disappointed you in the past, but now you're rethinking it. Is that, can you relate to that, Paul? Can you answer that for me? Mr. F, thank you so much for your help tonight. I'm very, very grateful. Have a great evening, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you so much for helping out again. 100% Paul? Okay, okay. Because again, it's more story. Okay, thank you, Tara, more story. Paul says 100%. Okay. Because what I don't like, that's why I was asking, is that this is what's at the bottom of the deck. This kind of means what's fueling this. Now, I feel like this is, again, you in the past. Like this was your experience. Let me turn it up right so you can see. In the past, a lot of sleepless nights worrying about it. Whatever this thing was, it didn't go. I feel like it was something you invested in that didn't go well the first time around. And so you're thinking about resurrecting it, basically what I just said. But I feel like this is past energy. And because then we have, it made you happy, whatever this thing was. Because I've got the Sun, basically the happiest card in the deck, followed by the Two of Cups. And then the King of Wands, who is an entrepreneur. He's a go-getter. He gets it done. And so I feel like this is just, okay, one second. I think this might be a case of the right thing at the wrong time, Paul. I have to tell you what I'm feeling. It's not the cards talking, that's me talking. Chill is saying a lot of swords levels to get through, but doable. Maybe you broke through some already. Yeah, thank you, Chill. I almost showed you what was at the bottom of the deck just to get your take on it, because that's what it feels like. I mean, this is in reverse. To me, as a reader, Chill, I don't know about you, but I don't distinguish from the upright or the reverse on this Nine of Swords. It's all ugly. It's all anxiety and stress. But I just feel a Three of Wands here means it's not the right time, but I don't have the card, so that just might be me. You've got, let me see. Yeah, a lot of mental energy here for sure. All right, now, because I'm still not satisfied, Paul. Bear with me. Please and thank you, everybody. Especially for the guys that are waiting so patiently. Thank you guys so much. And I'd be so grateful if you guys would hit the like button, please. If you haven't done that, it's just your way of saying thank you to me for being here on a Sunday evening for you guys. Thank you. All right, we're going to try this again. What is the advice for Paul regarding this career move? See, I know you only asked one question, but obviously I'm over here asking more in your behalf because I wasn't satisfied with that. It was ambivalent. Yeah, getting clarity. All right, we'll take that. You're welcome, Paul. I know this is a big deal. And I have to tell you, like I tell everybody, you heard me talk about potential. So please don't ever make a major life decision. This is for everybody. Listen up, everybody. Do not ever make a major life decision based on a tarot reading. Use your good common sense, please. Tarot is for entertainment purposes only. Paul is saying it is very accurate. Well, awesome. Thank you so much. But I still didn't, I mean, yeah, it's accurate for your story, but that's not where you are, but thank you, Aman. Okay, I'm going to switch decks back to this little guy. Of course, KY. I would not be any other way, because it'll, you know, no point in that. Amanda, all the reading slots are full for tonight. Thank you very much for being here, though. Okay. Please and thank you, Tarot. Show me some advice for Paul regarding a career change, because you didn't seem to want to answer my other question. Can you give me advice, please, for Paul? I like that. And this guy's back. This is the Page of Wands. This is taking action. It's also communication, but it means he's curious. He's curious about going forward. Look at it's a big card of movement. Look at this. Getting excited about some new adventure that he's going on. A Theory 100, thank you so much. Yes, it is. I was talking about that earlier. I think I'm going to get 2 inches cut off of it. I was showing you everybody how long it had gotten in the back. I ain't going to get a couple of inches off this week, though. Paul, I do have to talk to you a minute, because I don't do a live without talking about this. And it applies to absolutely everybody, but I don't always feel compelled to talk about it with everybody. So I'm briefly going to mention that you learn and educate yourself about the law of attraction, law of manifestation. Because it could just be the cards aren't being clear because you're not being clear with your intention. And that's not, I'm not trying to blame you or say you're doing anything wrong. I am saying there's sometimes, you know, I'm just picking up on energies. And if you're putting mixed energies out into the field, it's hard for me to get a clear message back. And so sometimes that's the reason why readers, another reason, as I spoke about earlier, why if you're one day I want to go do this, but the next day I'm afraid and I got bills to pay, but the next day I really want to. So it really it kind of muddles the energy. So if you get real clear about this and you start learning and educating yourself about the law of attraction, then your signal into the field will be very clear. And that's a big piece of getting anything you want. And it can be, Theory 100, I'm sorry, let's see. Do I do private readings? I don't mind, and the information is pinned at the top of the chat. So, Paul, start watching videos here about law of attraction. I like Abraham Hicks, and I also like Joe Dispenza. He's a little bit more sciencey about his approach, but you really can make a difference. And so I think when you get clear and you understand how the law of attraction works, because I feel we had a lot of swords energy in the reading tonight, as Chill pointed out. Swords are thoughts. They can be communication, but basically it's your mind and your thinking and your thoughts and what you're putting out. And we had a lot of that. I felt like it was some back and forth energy for you tonight. So I really feel like if you get clear about what you want, you can take this forward movement. It may take a while, Okay, this is slow, but this is the night that gets there. It's dependable. I just feel like that might be what's going on here. Yep. This is the farmer who plants seeds in the field. Now he's looking at the seeds, assessing the seeds that he's planted. And this card often comes out for me as a reader when I need to talk about the law of attraction. So essentially the message for you is to get aware of what you're thinking, therefore what you're creating. You're creating your world, your everyday life from the thoughts that you're thinking. So again, if you're thinking, gee, I don't know if I can do this, I'm afraid I can't pay my bills, you know, those kinds of thoughts, you're not giving the universe a clear signal about really the direction that you want to go. There's a lot of, and this feels to me, just energy, I'm just feeling the energy of it, like a dam about to burst. You really want to do this. Look at the energy of this card here. I mean, she's just so much excitement, and I feel like you really are holding so much back. And I understand, like I said, we've got bills to pay and all that, and it's kind of hard when you're feeling this and you're having to move really, really slow. But Spirit's asking you simply, look at what you're investing. Be mindful of what you are investing. And by that, I mean you're thinking, what you're contributing to the process, because you're creating what's in front of you. So when you ask a question like, is it a good idea for me to take this job? Well, it is if you believe it is. I mean, that really is the short answer. If you believe that you can do this, if you truly believe and you get busy practicing the law of manifestation, then you come back tomorrow and these cards will be very different for you. There'll be Ace of Pentacles and they'll 10 of Pentacles, and they'll be just real positive cards. But right now, they're just kind of ambivalent. So I feel like that's the message, is become aware of what you're thinking and what you're creating. And I know that was a long way around to get there, Paul, but goodness me. Yeah, the energy is just not balanced on this particular subject right now. But there's potential. There's a lot of potential there. Yep. Paul, I appreciate you hanging in here with me. That was a long reading, but, I mean, long, took me a while to get there. That's what I meant to say. Now that the free reading, all my reading slots for tonight are spoken for, and yes, I probably could read the energy around you. But my slots for tonight and Love Back to India are spoken for. From New York. Yeah, it's cold up there. Jill says there's good fishing up there. Y'all, my son and his wife are in Malaysia right now doing a multi-week tour. He sent me a video of him fishing. Speaking of fishing, I am not playing. This fish was, I can't, y'all can't see my hands on the video, but it was huge. I don't know, but I'm going to guess that fish weighed about 70 pounds. It was mammoth. And it looked to be like a freshwater lake. It's not on the ocean, so that was pretty amazing. Oh, Doctor. I'll just call you Doctor. This is a, excuse me, PG channel, so I won't say the rest of your handle. But thank you for stopping. Yes, I'm a Scorpio. All about loving some Scorpios over here. But we share the love with everybody else too. So Paul's saying, this was really good. I'm looking into business with someone else. Rekindling an idea from years ago. I tried something similar on my own, but it didn't work out. Thanks. Amazing work. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate that. Again, apologies that it took me kind of a while to get around to that, but I think, personally, I think it could be good, but you've got to watch your thoughts about it. Because if you go, I won't rehash what I said, but yeah, it's what I said. That thing I said already. Thank you again for being here. I appreciate you so much. Okay. Native, we don't talk about politics here. Mr. F, I just realized I wasn't even thinking, Mr. F. He said goodnight, and he paid for his super chat. Oh, Mr. F. No, I didn't realize you were, oh, I thought you just like, I gotta go and then come back. Oh, no. Bless his heart. Well, okay, I won't catch him later. I'll just catch him next time. Unless you're here, speak up. And Wilfredo, am I saying your name correctly? If you're here, would you type your question, please, in? There you are. Got Mr. F logged off. He did? Okay. Thank you. I know he said he had to go, but that didn't, I wasn't sure anyway. Yes, I will do my best to do that, Chill, because I always try to honor that. I've had people that they don't sometimes consider that when they do a super chat, that you have to be here because I'm talking to you, and they can't stick around that long or whatever. So I absolutely will honor that. Okay. So Wilfredo, could you type your question for me again, pretty please? Dola, I'm doing very well, thank you. Appreciate you asking. I hope you are as well. Okay, just a general for February. Don't care if it's about love or work or whatever, just general, alrighty. Thank you, Mr. 313. It is Southern through and through. Okay. Excuse me, I'll have to get a little sip to help my throat. All right, what deck? Am I saying your name correctly? Wilfredo, am I saying that correctly? If not, maybe you could tell me phonetically. Chill. Don't scare him off. Doctor, that's if you want to stick around after I'm finished with my other readings, I will be happy to answer that question. I talk about that sometimes here, but I want to get through these readings first. Wilfredo. Okay, long A sound over the E. Thank you so much, Wilfredo. Oh, actually, Mr. 313, you said that. I hope that is right, though. Okay, great, because I like good questions like that. We don't just do readings here. We talk about those kinds of things. So I'll be happy to, but let me get up here to the question. Just a general question for February. Okay, what deck, please, for Wilfredo? Okay. All righty. General reading, please, Spirit, for Wilfredo. Thank you. Yes, that was nice. General reading for the month of February, please, for Wilfredo. Please and thank you. I like that attitude. Let's see what Wilfredo says. Let's see what energy I'm putting out. I love it. That's right, because actually it is the best. What's happening in your life and your relationships, that's the best mirror for what you're putting out. That is what you're putting out. Absolutely. Love that. I'm glad somebody gets it. I can't pronounce your handle, but it says, damned old lady, you're beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, I'm old. I'm still a kicking. Thank you, baby Bubba. Bye, Dola. Well, come on now. Tell me what Alfredo's February is looking like. Slow to talk. It's so funny how these decks actually have personalities, and some nights they just, one deck just wants to talk, and then some nights nothing. But I believe in the wisdom of Spirit Team, and that's why I always ask what deck for a specific person, because the way the cards are already, they know what's going to come out. So anyway, I'm rambling. I am so not a witch, T.R. Carter 80. I am nothing like a witch. I am a teacher. I am a manifester. I teach meditation classes. I know about energy and I know about intuition, but I am not a witch. Okay, let's try this. What is coming toward Fredo? February. That was it. They just wanted me to turn the deck over. Well, all right. Okay, you didn't specify love reading, I know. Baby Bubba is saying, would you say you're a wizard? No, I would not. I would be closer to maybe a guru or a shaman, but I would never call myself those things. No, I'm just picked up a lot of knowledge over the years. I don't need that label. Okay. So here we go. Wilfredo, what's coming to you in February? Something that it's going to be either a lesson that you didn't get the first time around that you still need to learn about. This could be something that you maybe have held on tight to, maybe too tightly to, and it could have to do with love. Now, this could be something that you love. Could be work, could be, I don't know, a hobby, could be a person. Now, I don't have like a reconciliation card if this was somebody that you were, I mean, I don't know what your situation is in relationship. Doctor, that is a big generalization, and understand what you're saying. Doctor is saying most Scorpio energy represents mystic or mystical approach. And I am very metaphysical, and I do know a good bit about those subjects. But I still would never classify myself T.R. Carter, because not many people can stand beside us and walk beside us and be tough enough to deal with what we deal with, T.R. Carter. He asked, why are witches single? And I'm not, I said us, I'm not a witch, but I'm just saying people who do that kind of thing. God bless you, Jill. Just so Darlene has some kind of connections to the main vibe. I like to think I do. Thank you for that vote of confidence. I appreciate you so much. Stephen's a Scorpio too. Okay, no labels. No, I don't need that. I'm just a person that has a few skills and I like to help people. Back to the reading for Wilfredo. So, if this was a love reading, it would be saying, now, you asked me what's happening for you. So, this could be you, this could be a person. Let's just say for a moment this was something about relationship for you, Wilfredo. It would be something where somebody didn't learn the lesson that they needed to learn. could have meant they needed to let go of something they were holding on to too tightly. Something that they loved, or someone that they loved, if this was a love reading, but yet someone they were not communicating with. Might have been somebody who is or was needy. Might have had plans with this person that fell through. Could be somebody who wanted commitment, did not want commitment. Could have been somebody you didn't have clarity with. Okay, now those are, I said could have been. I'm sorry. We're speaking of February. Now, if any, and you can sound off in the chat and tell me if you're resonating with any of that, because you heard me say earlier, sometimes tarot gives me the backstory. Now, there's a ton of different ways to read this, because let's say, for example, you were a student. This could be saying, I don't want to study that particular path anymore. I don't want to learn any more about that. I don't think it's going to bring me the money that I want. I mean, I just don't know. I have no idea how old you are, what you're thinking, what your station in life is, if you're married, got 12 kids, or you're a 18-year-old college student. I have to understand, I have no perspective, because all I can see is a handle here on YouTube. So that's why when y'all ask for very general readings, it's a little hard. But this is, to me, would be something you love or someone you love, which is good. But I'm going to keep digging. All right. Wilfredo, show me more. What's coming toward Wilfredo in February, please? Okay. You might be taking a time out from whoever this is, whatever the situation is. This is taking time out to heal, meditate. Just sometimes that means, like, if you were in a relationship, we're not talking now. Doesn't mean a breakup. It just means you're not talking. But we have an Emperor in reverse here. This could be a boss. This could be a parent. This could be, again, I don't know what your situation is. This could be you, or somebody, any could be, like I said, a boss, whatever. Anyway, but in the reverse, he's an authority figure. Okay, in the reverse, it's saying somebody who likes to control, and not in a good way. He's very domineering, and in terms of forcing his will on other people, so to speak. And you just want to move on to calmer waters, but you can't. And again, we're talking about February. I know I'm speaking, sometimes the tenses of past, present, and future get kind of jumbled in here, but you're going to want, if we put it in future terms, to move on to calmer waters, but you're not going to quite be able to do that, because you're still thinking about what you invested in, what you put into this, and whatever this is, you're feeling like, I'm going to put it simply, like it was a bad investment. And you no longer want to collaborate in whatever this situation is. Some kind of abandonment, or being left out in the cold, or being separated from something in some way that now you want to go back and revisit that. And this is the second time this Queen of Pentacles has come up. So Wilfredo, for example, if she's in the reverse. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who she can be needy, she can be greedy, she can be codependent. And this is something from your past. Very possibly, again, this feels more like a relationship than a job or anything like that. Now, relationship, again, it could be family member. Could be a child, a parent, a cousin, I don't know. Okay, give me 2 more, please. Hey, Manuel. Welcome. Yep. I already said that, and I shuffled. My goodness, look at that. I shuffled, and it came back. This is either plans that fell through, or this one, no, I'm going to leave it at that. That's what it feels like, plans that fell through. With some kind of commitment. So I say fell, again, falling through, will fall through, potentially. This is a potential now. Doesn't mean it's going to absolutely happen, because we talked about that, how free will and your thoughts and so forth go out, and this is just a potential, and that could change all of this for you. But it looks like something that was either untraditional, or again, if this is some kind of a relationship, what it kind of feels like it is to me with this going on here, then this would be something either that you don't want to commit to, or somebody else didn't want to commit to. Because it wasn't, I said it wasn't, past tense, sorry, future tense. I know that's confusing, my apologies. Well, 008 Ches, I talked about that very subject. Rewind my video all the way back to the beginning, and I will explain that for you. So, if you really want to know the answer to that, rewind the video back. One more, please, for Wilfredo. One more, please, for Wilfredo. Chill, that's right. Then why are you here? Keep scrolling. Oh, goodness. All right, we'll take them. No, Max, I'm not playing with the spirits, although I could. No, I am reading potentials. That's all I'm doing. Okay, Wilfredo. So again, this feels to me like a person, but you have to apply it. I don't know, again, what your situation is. But I think because these plans potentially will follow through, either you will feel like you need to apologize, or somebody owes you an apology, or something. No, wait a minute. I'm sorry. My bad. This is the Knight of Cups. Never mind. Scratch that last comment. This can be a love offer, a crush. Somebody, now if it's a job, it may be something, oh, I have a new project and I love my new project, right? Because plans fell through with this, something new shows up that you really enjoy. So if it's a job thing, there's that. But this feels more like relationship to me. But it's something, it's either, if it's a person, it's someone who's not awakened. It's somebody you don't want to reconcile with. Just saying. Because there's no change. If it's a person, this person has not changed, or if this is a love reading or relationship, then this could be saying you, and reverse the roles as you see fit. But I'm just kind of reading it like the easiest way for me to read it, frankly, is that if this is somebody coming into your life in February. But the Death card is saying, Death card means endings so that new beginnings can happen, but essentially it means transformation. When it's in the reverse, it's saying, no, this situation is not transforming, or this person does not want to change. And it could well be because there were fears or secrets or things that came to the light that you're finding out about, I feel, which may cause you to say, no, I'm not healing this some situation, or I'm not, this is the star in reverse, wishes and hopes being dashed, and so I'm not moving forward with that again, whatever this thing is, whether it's something you love or someone you loved. I'm not moving forward with that because it just wasn't consistent. It wasn't something I could depend on. And I can tell if I do that again, I'm not going to be able to move to those calmer waters that I've been wanting to move to. I do not want to invest in this anymore for the long term. I do not want that collaboration with whatever this thing is. So you're getting clarity. I can't believe I haven't seen the Ace of Swords about something here in the month of February regarding something or someone that you have feelings for, and very likely it was mutual. This person may be coming back. I don't know if this is somebody coming back around or somebody new showing up, and you know, it may I just get the feeling this is somebody that you probably already know, to be honest, Wilfredo. One second, guys. No, 008 Chaz, you do not spam the chat to get a reading. All my reading slots are full. And if you spam the chat, I will block you. So don't listen to that person, okay? I don't know who, bad advice. I don't know. I'm not. Oh, okay, here we go. Yes, apparently. Okay, well, Fred is finally answering here. Been with my girl for 2 years. We went through a lot of difficulty that we persevered through, that brought us stronger together, but there is still hurt. Okay, okay. Well, yeah, because there clearly is. I mean, this is in the upright. That's good. There is love there. That makes a lot of sense, though. Thank you for that. Yeah. Because, yeah, there were clearly plans that didn't go right. Somebody wanted it their way, and the other person didn't want to do that. You know, was no communication. Then there was time out, and then there was, you know, that's why I said it felt like a relationship, because all the elements are here. It doesn't have to be, but it surely looks that way. Now, the Judgment card in the reverse usually means not that a reconciliation is not likely to happen. However, free will changes everything. So I don't know if you guys are currently, you know, not talking to each other or whatever, but it can also just mean this is a card of an awakening. So maybe somebody just needs to have a little more time to awaken. We're all here on the spiritual path, and we don't all get along down that path at the same time frame. So this lack of change that needs to happen here, or yeah, I feel like it's still happening, is tied to this Judgment card. And it's just saying this needs to happen for things to really come out into the light. And then this star can be in the upright, because right now it's not, it's things that aren't healed. Let me put it that way, things that aren't healed. And so these things are causing things to be at a standstill. Okay, let me see here. Yes, I know that I'm showing them upside down. There's a different meaning to cards in the reverse than there is upright. Maybe you should Google, educate yourself about tarot cards. TA that sometimes happens where people come here, you just happen to find my video and I'm reading for somebody else and the message is very similar. It's the law of synchronicity, law of attraction again. Okay, Wilfredo, yeah, you're good. Okay, well, I'm glad to hear that because, again, this is in the upright. It would indicate that. But, yeah. So, it looks like, no, I mean, I don't see anything big happening. It looks to me like just same old then, if that's where you are now. I'm going to ask if there's anything new now that it's told me all that story. Big Honcho, we do not talk about politics here or religion on my channel. Everybody's entitled to an opinion, but on those subjects, we don't get into it here. You do live together? Hawk, all my slots for readings tonight are filled. If you guys are subscribed and you've hit that notification bell, YouTube will notify you the next time I go live, and hopefully you can get here for that. Anything else you want to tell Wilfredo, please? Well, thank you so much. But I'm gonna get a couple more cards. Let's see. Anything else? Any advice, maybe? I mean, I like that there were no ugly cards in your reading. That's a really good thing, Wilfredo. No towers, no ten of swords, or nine of swords, or any of that. No, I think it's just maybe going to be a nice, easy month. Just keep on going, doing what you're doing, right? But I am asking, if there's anything else Spirit would like to tell you about February? Ooh, all right. Okie dokie. Mm-hmm. Don't work too hard, or, excuse me. Be mindful of what you're investing into. This is the apprentice card. He's working hard at his craft, but in the reverse, to me, it could be don't overdo it, don't overwork. Find time for some downtime. Also, be mindful of what you're working on, where you're putting your time and energy. The Knight of Pentacles is things coming to a standstill, basically, when it's reversed. Nothing is moving. Okay, I think I know what Spirit's trying to say here. Yeah. All right, thank you. Okay, so Alfredo, you are at the, well, I'm not showing you all the cards, but here, you're at what we call, I would call, here in the South, a lot of farmers in our country, and particularly in the South, it's what we call the fallow field. I talked about this the other night. Farmers have to rest their fields sometimes. They'll plant crops year after year after year in the field, and every year the crops are taking more and more nutrients out of the soil. And so every now and then, a farmer has to leave that field fallow with nothing planted in it so that the soil can regenerate and rejuvenate and get back all the nutrients so that it can then, the farmer can plant a new crop and the crop can flourish. So there's a need for those fallow field or those plateaus in our life where nothing seems to be happening that's different or new or exciting. And I feel like what you don't know is that's a very important, and while things don't seem to be happening or anything exciting particularly, things are happening behind the scenes. This is fertility, creativity, nurturing, and I feel like it's saying don't overwork. Sometimes things need to be at a standstill so that you can nurture yourself. You can maybe even get in touch with some creative aspect in your life. I just think that's a beautiful message, yeah. I really feel like it's saying you're not loving on yourself right now. I mean, we have to fill our own proverbial cup, before we give to others. And I feel like this may just be, I'm not feeling this so much about health, but it could be. So be mindful that the Spirit is saying, fill your cup, because this king is judicious about when he gives his affection or emotions when he's in the upright, but in the reverse, he's not giving it, or he's giving too much of it. There's no balance here. And Spirit is saying that this is the end of a cycle. Some kind of a cycle is ending for you. And now you're going to be moving into a cycle where you are more like this King of Swords. You don't take any crap, but you also, and you cut out things that no longer serve you. He's very honest. He gets things done, though. He's very clear in his thinking about what needs to be done and who he needs to deal with and who he doesn't. And so I just feel like I feel that this is your energy, or it could be saying this is the new cycle you're going into while you're sort of in this fallow field and it feels like nothing's happening for you, so that you can move into, and again, this is the theme about loving yourself, filling your own cup, right? And being aware and cognizant of what is in your cup. Cup represents emotions in tarot. And notice in this particular one, there's a fish in that cup. I wouldn't want to drink that. So be mindful of how you're loving on yourself, what you are doing to take care of yourself. All right. That is it, Wilfredo. I think that looks like a good, just a status quo month for February for you. But it's a good thing, because behind the scenes, this is happening for you. Then it's also be expansion. So things are expanding energetically, but I think you need to just kind of rest and chill right now. So there we go. Fish in your culture is money. Mitra, I didn't know that. What culture is that? Evolvement, hello and welcome. And I'm sorry for everybody I have not greeted. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Gregory. And welcome from Poland. Macro Beats from Atlanta. You know, Atlanta's on my fave list. I'll say it like that, because I lived there for 20 years. I love Atlanta. Well, you're very welcome, Mitra. I'm glad it helped. Thank you for being here. Eagle Spirit is also trying to love on him or herself, also grieving. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. Don't know what you're grieving about, but my heart goes to you. No, I know a narc or two. That's a handle on here. Could this reading be for the collective? It could be. Indeed, especially because of what's going on and the changes in the astrology in the heavens right now. So that's a great question, and yes, it absolutely could be. You're very welcome. Thank you for being here, Wilfredo. Thank you for letting me butcher your name a few times. My apologies. Persian, okay. I didn't know that, and I really need to, there's so many nuances to the cards. Everything on the card is symbolic of something, and I'll tell you, I don't know all of it, because every deck is a little different, because the artwork's different too. All right. Caden, yes, thank you for typing your question. You're way ahead of me. Appreciate that. Hey, Charlie. Welcome, welcome. Well, Fiend Luck, if you don't appreciate how white I am, then you can just keep scrolling. You're lost, because I'm actually a pretty cool person to know. Mitra, it is all about good intentions, isn't it? Everything is good intentions. Okay. Good to know. But just as a piece of information, because the reason we started this conversation was I said, excuse me. Sorry, guys. One minute. I'll be right back. So sorry, guys. I just got a coughing jag. Sorry, guys. I just got a coughing jag, and I didn't want to do that with my mic on. Okay, let's see if I can pull it together, talking to my throat. My apologies. Give me a second. I'll be back. I mean, my voice will come back. Just give me a second, y'all. So sorry. This happens to me every now and then. Doctor, thank you for reposting your question. I got 2 more readings. I got Cadence and 1 more, and then we can talk about twin flames. Okay. Because I was starting to talk about something, and I needed to stick here to the to the reading. Live on air, having a coughing jag. I know how. I hope this is entertaining. Okay, what deck for Caden? I think it's calming down. Okay. Want to know how Alicia feels for Caden right now. Current feelings. Alicia. Alicia's feelings for Caden, please. Thank you, Charlie. Can happen to any of us, right? Hello, SD from London. What are Alicia's feelings toward Caden? Oh, Charlie, I know. Sometimes it just something goes down the wrong pipe and it gets ugly, doesn't it? Charlie said she did it on the steering wheel. Yep. That's what happens, Charlie. Yep. Hey, Aaliyah, I've got you down next. Alicia's feelings toward Caden. Holding on to you, Caden. And y'all excuse me, I know this is rude, but my nose is going to run now. That's what happens when you cough and spit and sputter, right? So she's holding on to you. Wants a victory. So take that as you will. But there's some mind games going on here, Caden. This is self-sabotage. Now, I don't know if she means this is you or this is her. I feel like, frankly, it's a little both of you. But there is a lot of love here. And I don't have any cards that say that you're not talking to each other. But if I did, but this is the Chariot, which is fast. This is the fastest movement card in tarot. And you have to, this is the Emperor that drives the Chariot, and I'm still struggling, so bear with me. The Chariot is the Emperor is driving this Chariot, and you've got two horses here. And if most of us in our lifetimes have probably never driven a team of horses, but you have to know how to guide them to go in the same direction, right? Because if not, you're not getting anywhere. And so I feel like she's saying, I really want to be able to move forward with you, but we have to go in the same direction. And maybe that's been an issue for you in the past. And I say that because this is, the Three of Swords is a broken heart. It's in the reverse in this case. It means healing from that broken heart. So this has already happened. You're healing from it, or she is. And it's time to come in and out of the cold. This is somebody who literally feels out in the cold, abandoned. Because it's in the reverse, it means, again, it's already happened. Now I want to end this phase. Because there's either been competition or conflict of some kind here. Because someone was not willing to surrender to the situation or the relationship. Excuse me. All right, let me get a few more for you. I mean, we got some really good positive cards here. I don't know, usually when people ask me how somebody feels about them, as I know you have about her in the past, Caden, it's because there's been a breakup or something, but I don't see that here right now. Other than that, of course, ask how she's feeling. It doesn't mean she's doing anything about it. I don't know that. Guys, if you're asking for readings, those slots have already been filled for tonight. I thank you very much for being here, though. 2 many, please. Okay, give me what's... Okay. Guess who came back? All that shuffling. Broken heart. Now, all right. What the hell? Oh, my bad. I said an ugly word. Because it just like changed on a dime. This is a completely different story. Okay. So, Caden, this might have been the backstory that I just told you, where everything was rocking along, you were doing good, things are moving forward, and then now we're getting probably the real story. And then you came to a crossroads, and there was a broken heart. Sometimes this can mean third party. I don't have a lot of those cards here, but some kind of a broken heart that you're trying to get past. Somebody either does not want to have a new beginning here, or feels it's reckless to have a new beginning because there was deception here. And I'm going to see what's at the bottom. Yeah, and it could have caused a tower moment. Let me get one more, please. One second, guys, excuse me. Peter, I'm 74. One more card, please, for Caden. So, thank you. Yeah, no communication. There it is. Well, Caden, did you do something? I'm going to ask what this Three of Swords was. What was this Three of Swords? Please and thank you. That happened between Caden and Alicia. What is the Three of Swords that happened between Caden and Alicia, please? And thank you. Please. Something that need to balance out. The universe is saying, enough of this. This is not balanced. You know, it's also patience. One more before I speak on that. Yeah. Okay. This could be, Caden, that somebody here, you or her, did not want to commit, and somebody got tired of waiting. This is the card of patience. The universe trying to balance energies out regarding a collaboration. At the bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant can be a guru, a priest, divine inspiration of sorts, but it can also represent a marriage, a long-term relationship. So somebody got some bad news. She's got a real weird energy around that. All right, what is the Seven of Swords between Caden and Alicia, please? What is the Seven of Swords? She didn't want to commit and you're tired. Well, thank you. There it is. Yep. Because the Seven of Swords can be deception, but it can also be strategy. And I was just going to clarify that, and I think that's what this is. Somebody's making an exit. or making a new strategy for an exit. And that's why there's no communication. So I guess that's you, or yeah. Okay, yeah, that's what it felt like. Thank you for verifying that, Kaden. So there's love here. You asked me how she feels. There's love here. There is. But you're right. I think you're right. Yep. And I think it's caused, and I feel like this is both of you, anxiety and stress over this. Anxiety and stress over a love offer, which is what you just told me. Yep. Fears, things not being seen, things that we're not seeing that have come to light. Basically, it's just saying, yeah, that what makes her happy is being this Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is not a bad person at all, but she is often not somebody who wants to commit. She's the party queen, or she's the person who she wants to have a good time. She's a little bit more. Surface level, can I say it like that? And that's what caused this tower. You wanted something deeper. You wanted a commitment. You wanted, yeah. And she thought that was a burden. Ooh, or thinks, I'm sorry, speaking past tense. Current tense, Kaden. What might her future actions be toward Kaden? Please and thank you. Ooh. All right, you saw me shuffle the cards. Ask what her future actions are, potentially. And this is the Ten of Wands. This is burdens. This is the end of a journey. You can just not hold those burdens anymore. And so, walking away, Kaden. I'm sorry, but this is the Eight of Cups. And I think your situation is just what that picture says right there. Walking away from broken cups to go find what is her happiness. And it's taken a lot of strength, because there is love here. Again, I'm going to say it. There is love here, but there's also unhappiness too. I mean, it's both. And so I think there's Ten of Swords. Somebody's putting an end to it. Or somebody feels stabbed in the back. That's another meaning for Ten of Swords. Yeesh. Well, yeah, that's very sad for two people to love each other, but they still can't. Yeah, that was just interesting. I think I nailed it with this one too, Kaden. These horses have to be going in the same, they have to be traveling at the same speed and going the same direction, and that's just not what I'm seeing here for you two right now. Doesn't mean this couldn't change tomorrow, right? It could. You know that it could. You've been here enough. You hear me talk about that. Your free will, her free will, law of attraction, all that good stuff is a factor, right? And you can change and contribute to all of that. So, but this is what I'm seeing right now. Yes, she does care about you, but we're not going to rehash all that. So that's what I got for you, Kaden. And I appreciate you very much for being here. Thank you for your super chat. Always grateful. And for your good energy here in the chat. Thank you, and I wish you luck with that. I do. I know you care about her. I've always felt that. Lieba, am I pronouncing that right? Noor, my birthday is 11/11. That's why my channel is named that. Caden, I think I think what you're saying I can't see her efforts and I can't feel it. Well, if somebody it's like cutting an energy cord. You don't have to literally do that, although you can. Then you would feel the loss. You would not be able to feel her, is what I'm trying to say. If you're normally connected energetically and then somebody walks away, then I think that's what you're referring to. Mr. Kool-Aid, yes, thank you. I try my best to be honest, and I am smart. And I appreciate that you have your religion and your beliefs, and I respect that, but I have mine too. Okay, Adia, I see your question. You don't need to post it again. Thank you. And thank you for being very patient and waiting for me. I appreciate that too. Hey, Victoria from New Zealand. Welcome. Okay, let me see. What deck for Idea? Idea Nimat. If I'm saying that correctly. What deck? Alrighty, for you, Idea. Hello, Chris. Welcome. Well, Robin, I do intuitive readings, but I use tarot as a tool in addition to other tools that I have. However, my readings for tonight are full, so hope you'll check back with me again. I did? Okay, thank you. All right, is this the right deck? All right, so we're asking for Idea Nimat. What should Adia do about Uriah? Uriah. Okay. Advice, please. And thank you for Adia. Okay. Thank you, Ghost. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here. All right, Adia. How does Adia's person feel? What actions? No, that's not the question we're asking. My bad. Y'all, apologies. I'm still coughing that up from earlier. What should Adia do about Uriah? I'm going to get through this. I am. Ooh. Very up in the air. Okay. Y'all, excuse me, let me get a little sip here. Thank you, Kevin. I'm having trouble with my voice tonight, though. Oh, I wish. Thank you so much. I appreciate your comment. We talk about a little bit of everything here. However, my readings are full for tonight, so I cannot add any more. Thank you for being here. I'm going to get through this, y'all. Just please be patient. I know it's annoying. I just feel like if I start talking too fast, it's going to start all over again. Okay. See if we can get through your reading. Okay. Things are in the process of being revealed, Adia. You don't have all the information yet. It's like you know some things, but you don't know some things because you probably are, in other words, all three, let me back up. Cards have one meaning in the upright. This is a very generic statement. It's not always true, but generally speaking, cards have one meaning in the upright, and in reverse they have oftentimes a different meaning. But for me as a reader, when they come out sideways, it says it's neither upright or reverse. They're in the process of going from one to the other, either reverse to upright or vice versa. They're in process. The energy is shifting. And all three of your cards came out sideways. So that's why I'm talking about this the way that I am. Judgment came out sideways. This can be a reunion or a lack of a reunion. It can be somebody awakening or a lack of awakening. It's sideways. It's saying that hasn't happened yet, but it's in the process. The Lover's card can be a choice in love. Again, in the upright, it's very positive. In the reverse, it would be like a breakup. It's sideways. So something is going on in your relationship here where I'm feeling this is with both of you. You're not sure where you stand with this person. One second, let's see if I... One second, y'all. Forgive me, I wanted to comment. Tact is talking about Scorpio. He's a Scorpio. I presume, man. And so why can't I find a woman who's loving and not addicted to attention and wandering eyes? Well, you need to explore the law of attraction, Tact, because you've got it, what that means, because we attract to us what we experience in our lives is a reflection of what we're projecting, what we're thinking about, what the patterns and beliefs that we have in our subconscious. So there's something inside of you, some kind of a wound inside of you that's being shown to you by virtue of these things that are happening to you. So you need to do some shadow work to discover what that wound is so that you can heal it. When you heal it, your point of attraction changes and you'll start attracting healed women into your life. Okay, Adia is saying, yes, it's correct, and it makes me want to walk away. So, okay. Yeah. Yep. You're trying to listen to your intuition, but you just haven't been able to move to calmer waters virtually, meaning I don't know what the truth is here. I want to know the truth. I want there to be expansion. This is you talking. I want there to be expansion because you love this person. But some kind of plans you had have fallen through, it looks like. Yep, you're a Scorpio, Eliza. And we've got several Scorpios in the chat tonight. I've been thinking about doing a live reading for Scorpio, maybe just a live. You know, I'll come on and do a reading for the Scorpio collective, but just for Scorpio. So let me know what y'all think about that idea. Idea is saying correct. Okay. This tea has honey in it, so I'm drinking it because it helps to soothe my throat so I don't have that nasty coughing thing again. So, however, now that we know the situation, this didn't answer my question. So what is the advice for you? What should you do? What is the potential? Show me, please. What is your advice for Adia and what she should do? Oh, okay. Tell him how you feel. Simply put, tell him how you feel. I'll see if there's something else, but that's pretty direct. It is ginger tea with turmeric and honey. What else? What other advice do you have, please, for Adia? Thank you. Okay. Tell him how you feel. It is, Eliza, it's very good, and I don't know what country you're in, but I get it at Publix here in Alabama. This is a card of celebration. Sometimes this can mean third party. I don't know that that was your situation. I don't know. I don't have those cards. We didn't ask that question. So in the upright, I'm saying this is celebration. This is tell him how you feel. Let's sit down and talk about this. Let's talk about this in a light way instead of the conflict. Let's don't have arguments about this anymore. Let's heal from this. Take a time out. Adia, if you haven't already, I mean, I feel like that's maybe what's happening here. You're not talking right now. But this is healing. When this guy, he's laying here on this slab or coffin, he's literally taking a time out, not talking to anybody. He's like meditating, resting, sleeping, contemplating. Take a time out. And take a time out while he's there contemplating about, do you really want a new beginning with this person? Just saying, that's what the cards are saying. It's asking you to think about, what you want to invest in for the long term. Do you really want a new beginning with this person, your emperor? Because the emperor, I mean, he's a boss, he runs a country, he's an authority figure, but he can be quite stubborn, even in the upright. So I think Spirit's saying, use this time out to be clear. Do you want a new beginning? Do you really with this person? Is this person really who and what you want for the long term. This is divine. This is also divine timing, saying, well, everything in its own good time. But it's someone who's planted seeds and is now looking at the seeds he's planted. Gosh, I really am proud that I planted these seeds. I like these seeds. That I'm going to take care of them and nurture them for the long term. And then we have the Emperor. Again, I just feel like this is more your person's energy saying, but he can be a little controlling, as I said. And so there's something here that I feel maybe you feel that this could be past energy, but I think it's saying what you need to think about for the future is, this could be saying, do you want to be juggled, or how this makes you feel overwhelmed because it hurt you. It hurt you. Yeah, you put a lot of work into this. But Spirit's saying you need to cut out what doesn't serve you anymore. And if your person was in and out and not dependable, then maybe it's time you moved on and liberated yourself. But the point of that is, the main message there is for you to get clear. Use this time out, Adia, to get clear about what you want. Do you really want to take, this is the Fool card. He's starting off on a brand new adventure. He's the first card in the tarot deck. And he's taking a leap of faith. Can you see? He's looking up at the sky, not realizing he's literally stepping off a cliff there. So, I really feel like that's what Spirit's saying. You don't feel like a priority, excuse me. Yeah. That's another meaning for these cards, is there are more people here. This isn't just you and your partner. There are 3 people here. Now, a third party doesn't have to mean another romantic interest. It could be a job. It can be family. It can be children. It can be a dog. It can be, a health issue. But that, whatever this is, has caused conflict, and you feel like you're in competition for this person's attention. Yep. But I just keep feeling, I think you should probably not reach out. This is, I'm not saying forever, but this is, again, saying take a time out. Just pull back, take a time out. Focus on your energy and you getting you balanced and in a good frame of mind. Right? And deciding if that's what you want to do. Because I feel like, yeah, I was asking in my head, would this person repeat the same, would anything change essentially? I cut the deck and I get the Devil card. So no. This can also be toxic energy. It's toxic for you to keep on with if this person doesn't change, because I don't think they're willing to at this moment. Again, you heard me talk about the cards coming out sideways. But at this moment, this person has not changed, and I think you need to decide if that's what you want. And it could be that maybe if you take a time out, this person, that old saying, absence makes the heart grow fonder. And then if he doesn't come back, he didn't really want you anyway, did he? So, Adia, I hope that helps. But I feel like the emphasis there is on you healing yourself right now and making good use of taking a time out to heal everything, your heart, etc. right now. Thank you guys for being here. My goodness, we got a full house tonight. And if you haven't hit that like button, I would be very grateful. Just shows that you appreciate me being here on my Sunday night. Okay, wait. Yep, there we go. I think that's... Get my deck back together right. Okay. Okay, guys, let's see. How long have I been here? I can't quite... Oh, yeah, I can see it now. It's his family, yeah. Yep. Yeah, family can be good or it can be not so good, right? Saying yes, he will be the same. He is who he is. You know, I have some hope because the cards were not in reverse, those first three cards. It's saying that something's shifting. He has the opportunity. The opportunity is there for him, but, you know, free will. He is who he is. So in time, maybe he will. Liaba, thank you. I hope I'm saying that right. Liaba Noor, thank you for being here. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for the compliment. What star? You mean star sign? I am a Scorpio. That's the name of my channel because I'm a double Scorpio. Josh from Bootyville, Georgia. Love your channel. I'm pretty sure there's not a real town in Georgia called Bootyville because I was raised there, grew up there. There could be though, I don't. Well, Adia, I know it's a shame we have some history. However, you know, there's that saying, people come into our lives for a season, a reason, or a something. I've forgotten what the third one is, but they're not always meant to stay. They're there to show you something. As I said earlier, people are there to reflect to us what we need to heal within ourselves. Think about that. So this person showed you you needed to heal your self-worth, perhaps. And standing up and affirming that you are worthy of being his priority. And if he doesn't do that, then you don't want to be with that man. You want to heal that wound first, and then the next person you attract will be somebody who will value you, who will make you a priority. Law of attraction, guys. Thank you, Adia. I appreciate you waiting and being patient because you were here for a minute, and I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Okay, guys. Now, somebody, forgive me. I know, Doctor, wasn't it? You had the question about twin flames. But I know you said you had to go and you would be back. So if you're back, sound off in the chat. Otherwise, I am finished with the readings for tonight. And because my voice is giving me troubles, maybe I should just stop talking and rest my throat. Alrighty, guys. Does anybody have, I guess he's not here. Does anybody have a general question? Not a personal question, not a personal reading. No, I'm not doing any more personal readings. If you have a question about metaphysics or mystical things or esoteric things, you can post that question and we can talk about that. But the readings, personal readings for the night are over. Ella's asking why dreams happen about the future. Well, the simple answer is if you are having precognitive dreams, if you dream things that then come true, it's because Spirit is choosing to share that information with you for whatever reason. Maybe they want you to warn people. Maybe they want you to have a heads up about something. Anarchist, I'm 74 and thank you for the compliment. Eliza's asking, what energy should we try to surround ourselves with? I talked about this a little bit, I think it was the last live I did or the one before that. Positive energy is the short answer. But for example, the more sensitive you are, like people like me that are empaths or intuitives, I have to be careful about, well, I don't have to be, but I choose to be. I'm trying to be smart about the energy that I surround myself with, okay? It means setting boundaries about the kind of people that you're around. It means setting boundaries for yourself about what you consume, and that means TV, television, devices, anything you're watching here in the virtual world. The people you're around, the energy that they put off will affect you. The places you go, physical places have energies. Like me, I have a very hard time going into large crowds anywhere where there's a lot of people because you know, it's challenging. So be mindful that everything is energy, everything. And so you have to declare, so to speak, be the governor of whatever language you'd like to use on that, of what you will allow in your sphere, because everything that you encounter can affect you either negatively or positively. So if you surround yourself with good positive things, calming things, you know, watching positive things on wherever, YouTube or TV, then that is a good positive energy. Listening to positive music, for example. Being around people who think positively. And the converse of that is true. You will be affected, and you know, if you're around people that are low vibration or low energy, or people who are constantly sharing their opinions and feelings that are not positive, then they would affect your energy and they would bring you down. So be diligent about what you allow yourself to be surrounded by or consume, is my answer to that question. Quebec is saying, I see a lot of dreams that say they take a plane and go back to Ukraine. Well, that could absolutely be the case. I would really hope, if I'm assuming, I get the feeling from your comment that you would like to go back there. And I think that can happen. Just saying, I think it can happen for you. Yes, Meffen, M-E-P-E-N, Stiller. Manage your energy and peace. Amen. That's exactly right. Mike, I'm sorry. No, I've been here close to 3 hours and I have finished all of my readings for the evening. However, if you are subscribed and you've hit the notification bell, YouTube will let you know next time I go live, so you can get here early. Those readings typically go in about the first minute or two. Ellen wants to know, how can intuition be developed and trusted in decision making? One of the things that most people don't know, one of the best benefits, side effects of meditation is that it helps your intuition. It helps you cultivate your intuition. So I highly recommend meditation. You know, there's simple things you can do. But let me say this, intuition is typically not what people think it is. It's usually, if you ask a question and you quiet yourself, it's usually the first answer, but it's usually the quieter answer. If you get a screaming answer, it's usually your ego speaking, not your intuition. Intuition is that part of you, that spiritual part of you that is always calm, and here's what I think you should do. You know, it's not the frantic, I need to do this because I'm coming from fear part. That would be your ego. So it kind of has a feeling about it, for one. And again, I was saying, meditate. That's a great way to cultivate your intuition. And you can do simple things like get a deck of playing cards, for example, and just put them all face down and lay them out. And just practice with, start by practicing what color. Like pick a card face down, pull the card out, and you can close your eyes if you want and just say, what color is this card? Is it a red one or a black one? And just keep practicing that, and hopefully you'll get better and better as you combine that with meditation and stillness practices. Because the thing with intuition is most people can't hear it because they're too busy up here in their mind, what we call the monkey mind. And so you have to get this to quiet and find some stillness to be able to fully hear your intuitive voice. So I hope that helps. Well, thank you, Chill. I appreciate that. I try. Thank you, guys. Why do you want me to block you, Jenny? Have you done something you need to be blocked for here? The monkey mind, yeah. It is. Think about it. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm toast. I don't see any more questions. I think I'm going to call it a night then. Thank you to everybody who was here tonight. Thank you for my loyal subscribers that come back and visit with me every live. And thank you to all the new people that were here. I'm very grateful for your energy and your questions and your super chats and all of that. I'm super, super grateful for everybody. And you're the reason I'm here. You are the reason I'm here. So wishing everybody a fabulous week. Don't know what night I'll be back this week. I got some things going on. It just depends on how my schedule pans out. And lastly, if anybody wants a private reading, please, the information, be aware that the information is pinned. It's the top comment in the chat. You can email me at scorpio1111reads@gmail.com if you'd like a reading. Also, thank you, William. Eddie, I do not have a firm schedule because I have a life, and I'm to the point in my life where, you know, if it gets to the point where I can do that, I will. And I will announce it on my community page. If I know ahead of time, I usually put an announcement on my community page. So if you're subscribed, you would get that notice as well. Excuse me. Your bestie, Addie, thank you so much. That's so sweet. Thank you, Charles. I appreciate y'all so much. And all the compliments. You make my days. And evenings. It is evening here where I am. So, what was I saying? Oh, yes. And lastly, thank you for everybody who has ever bought me a coffee or sent me a donation on PayPal or purchased a reading with me or did a super chat. I always like to give you utmost gratitude and thank you for that, for you supporting me here. And that's it. So, thank you guys. I'm going to say goodnight for the evening. Gosh, I hate to leave y'all with this many people in the chat, but I think I need to go get some dinner. It's late here and I haven't eaten. So, okay, guys, much love to everybody. Be safe out there and get busy getting happy, y'all. Get busy getting happy. Okay, see y'all soon. See y'all again soon. Love ya.